Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do two things today. First thing, I'm going to try out my new camera setup. It's actually my old cameras, my old 4 and 7 together to make a 2-camera setup, one forward facing and one back at me. So we're going to see how that works for the first time. And then secondly, and most importantly, and you're going to have to watch until the end until you see it, but get my opinion on this very important controversy regarding Million Dollar Bogan. So if you want to hear what I think about all that, watch till the end. All right. I'm experimenting today, as you can probably see, with the dual camera setup. An awfully windy day here in November. I actually bought the stuff to do the 2-camera setup back in July probably, and just didn't get around to doing it. I got built an F57 and kind of it all started when I bought this GoPro 7, and I got it pretty cheap, and I didn't realize the reason why I got it so cheap is that unless you buy the black version on a 7, you don't have any way of doing a remote audio connection. So anyway, all the stabilization and things like that I'd hoped to get from upgrading to a 7 was kind of a waste. So my trusty old 4, I've decided to try to use it as my forward facing, or actually rearward facing towards me camera, and run my audio through it like I have always done. And then use the 7, which does have superior image stabilization and stuff, pointing out front, so that's what I have on my helmet. So I was just going to do a quick run to see how this all goes. I'm going to run up to the gas station here. So I'm gassed up for the week. This is a Sunday evening. Tonight is supposed to be 25 degrees, so I'm not sure if I'm going to ride in the morning or not. But by Wednesday it's supposed to be back in the 40s. That's kind of my limit for riding to work anyway. I don't mind riding colder, but when I'm trying to get ready for work and then I have to, I don't want to have to put on clothes that I can't actually wear after I'm at work. It's just a matter of, wearing an extra couple layers, which I can down to 40 degrees. That's not a big deal. But I don't like, I don't want to have to wear long underwear or change pants or something like that after I get to work, which is where I'm at when I get into the 30-degree range. Really kicking up some leaves here. And a Subaru with a Dalmatian in the back. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, maybe at Christmas time or something I'll invest in an 8 or newer. I've just been kind of sitting back and watching other motor vloggers and how they're coming along with the new technology, and it seems like there's been some issues with the 8. I don't even know if 8's the newest one. I just don't keep on top of that stuff, but it's possible that there's a 9 or a 10 coming out that might be better for me. The problem is these Fords are just so dang reliable. I don't know where the sweet spot is. Maybe a 5 black. I know I've heard of doing some like software upgrades on them. the software and stuff, but still using the 5 hardware. I could see that being kind of a sweet spot. But it's a nice fall day here in Kentucky. The election's a couple days away. Maybe the next president will get to bail out Harley Davidson. Maybe they'll have one of those motorcycle czars like they had with the car czars in the Obama administration. What would the motorcycle czar do? Well, if they did the same thing as they did with GM, they would take their highest profit vehicles, so in their case the big SUVs and the Hummer line, and say, well, you can't make those anymore because they use too much gas, and no wonder you're going out of business. You were building things that weren't environmentally friendly. And then so they tell Harley they couldn't make their bagger line anymore, or tell them they couldn't make anything but 750s and electric bikes, because that's really what consumers want. They really want something that's best for the environment. Of course, the government gave away Chrysler to an Italian company, so I don't know how that would fit in the parallel world. Would they break up Harley and give a part of it to Ducati or something like that, maybe? That's probably what they would do, and then kind of like they've done, or Ram has done with Jeep, basically make all the same vehicles the Hummer was going to make. Italians, I'm sure, appreciated that gift. It's kind of my favorite place to stop and get gas, a little marathon station on the way to work. Get a motorcycle czar, break up Harley. Maybe they'll do that suggestion I had, or break up the clothing and apparel line, all the non-motor product line, and make that a different company. Maybe that's all Harley would be at that point. That probably would be the smart thing. Just make Harley an apparel company, because that'll be profitable no matter what. And then just maybe give the motor company over to, they did Italians last time with Fiat, giving Chrysler to them, so maybe they'll give them to Fiat, maybe they'll give them to maybe Germany. I vote for Germany. The Harleys could be German made, and then BMW would basically just stick with Harley's product line, but make it a lot longer lasting and stuff like that. More power and better fuel efficiency. But still sell the high price baggers and all that stuff, and then they'd be profitable. Which is all the things the government would have said, was what Harley shouldn't have been doing to start with. They're going to say, well, they should have just built more of those electric bikes sooner. Anyway, the Germans are going to do everything Harley's been doing, but more of it. People will like it. Harley will be a great German brand, profitable, and the government will say, well, gosh, Harley, why didn't you just do that? See, the Germans did it. How's your t-shirt sales? I know that's not a very positive outlook, but those are things I tend to think about, especially since I saw it all go down back in 08, 09. Meanwhile, the Japanese motorcycle makers, Suzuki, Yamaha, Honda, Kawasaki, will just keep on keeping on. Not need any help from anybody. Making lower cost, good quality bikes. but pretty much the same customers that have always bought them. And we'll say, guys, what happened to manufacturing in America? Well, that's about it for today. We'll see how this 2-camera thing works out. It's hard for me to know until I edit it. So anyway, everybody have a safe time, and until next time, later. I just realized I didn't mention Bogan. That's what this video is supposed to be about. And it's a Million Dollar Bogan. I actually kind of like him. I like his videos. He's a funny guy. I like the people who like Bogan. But if you really thought that Bogan was going to stop making videos, then I still like you, but